Hi everyone, so today I am going to be sharing with you, this might be quite a short vlog actually, I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but basically it's like 7 o'clock at night already, but tonight, let me take these off so I've not got these weird shadows, and excuse my appearance, I'm not looking my best, but tonight we are off to a cinema. We're off to the Odeon Cinema near us, and what we are basically doing is they run a thing called Odeon Cinema Screen Unseen. Now, I have never heard of this before, but looking back on their Twitter and on their Facebook and all those kinds of things, I have seen that they've done this several times before. They do it sort of at random intervals, but they've done it before. And basically what it is you book to see a film that you don't have a clue what it is. So we've paid £5 a ticket each, me and my husband are going to go, and you watch a movie that you've never seen. It's a film that's not out yet, that is predicted to be a 5-star blockbuster film, and yeah, so let me find the listing and I'll tell you what it says. So it says exclusive preview screenings with a twist. You book in advance but you don't know what film you're about to see until the curtain goes up. Tickets are £5 in the cinema or £5.75 online. It says Odeon Screen Unseen could be anything, but they're all guaranteed to be advanced previews, so you'll be one of the first to see the release. They're all guaranteed to be films we believe are 5-star future classics. They will never be a horror film. If you would like to see a horror film that you don't know what it is, you can check out at the Scream Unseen for the horror fix, and they're all guaranteed to inspire conversation. So basically it could literally be anything. We have been online and had a look at some of the potential options. Obviously we've looked at what's coming out over the next couple of months, just because I feel like anything up to about the end of January is potentially something that we could see. They did one on Bonfire Night and I've been looking back at that, and the film that they saw on Bonfire Night was something like The Man with the Gun or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. And that came out, they saw that on Bonfire Night, which was like the 5th of November. It was either the 5th or the 6th that it was the Cinema Screen Unseen. And that film comes out on the 7th of December. So they've already seen it. And so we've worked out that end of November, it's probably going to be something that comes out at the end of December. So we've gone kind of up to mid-January, end of January, just to cover it all, especially with Christmas. There's not as much coming out at the minute. So they do clues, and for the life of us we can't figure out what these clues are. Let me just grab their Facebook page and I will get these clues up for you. So clue 1 is married to the god. Clue 2 is things aren't always what they seem. Clue 3 is kicked off with a brief dozen. And clue number 4 is 2, 5 and 10. So, like just literally the numbers 2, 5 and 10. So they come up like this. And that is the clues. So, I have no idea what it's going to be. But someone says going off clue 1 and 3, I think it's Creed 2. Clue 1 answer is Apollo. Clue 3 answer refers to 6 Rocky films, including the Rocky Balboa one. There's a lot of things that people have predicted it might be. I have no idea what it's going to be. At first I thought it might be Wreck-It Ralph because that comes out on Friday, but I don't think it's going to be. I feel like that's too soon and too close to the release. And a lot of the other films that we've been thinking it might be are already out, or what films we would like to see. So I'd like to see Fantastic Beasts. Wreck-It Ralph's not out yet, but I think that will be, I think it's just too close to the release date for that. The Nutcracker I want to see, that's already out. It could be Mary Poppins, I'm hoping it's something like that. I don't feel like it's going to be, but I just thought you guys might like to see the experience and me to give you a little heads up of what I think to the Odeon Cinema Screen Unseen. It's quite a weird concept. I feel like it's really spontaneous. It's cost us literally a £5 each to go, so it's not exactly expensive. We're gonna, I've got some like snacks and stuff to take with us and bits like that, but it's literally so unlike me. I want to be a lot more spontaneous. I feel like 2019 is going to be my bucket list year. I've not really spoken about this a tremendous amount, but I just need to start thinking, just what the hell, like, I know what it's like to go to the cinema. I've been to the cinema before. I could easily pay £5 to see a film that I don't enjoy, that I think I'm going to enjoy, and if they predict it to be 5-star, like future 5-star, I've just bit my tongue, 5-star rated films, then it can't actually be that bad, can it? So, I'm going to go and finish getting ready, and then I will, I don't know, I might not update you till after we've got there, obviously till after we've seen the film now, but I thought I'd just give you a little brief insight as to where we're going. It says that there's no trailers either, and obviously we don't know how long the film is. It says between 90 and 180 minutes. Or did it say 120 minutes? I don't know, but it's basically like it could be between an hour and a half and about 2 hours. So, I don't know. Well, see what happens, but I'm quite intrigued, and I thought you guys might be intrigued too. So let's have a jolly along and see what we end up watching. Hey guys, so we've just got back from the cinema. I hope you enjoyed my little clip of me holding my little coffee, because I filmed it on my phone. I was like, if I get my phone out, my camera out in the cinema and take a little clip, they're gonna like chuck me out. But anyway, so when we got to this cinema, this is basically the ticket that you get. So it just says screen unseen, 26th of November, rating 15. We didn't have rows or anything like that. And so basically, even when you print your tickets out, you still don't know what you're watching. So we grabbed, I got a coffee, we got some popcorn, and we went and took our seats. It was actually really busy. I was like, do a lot of people, there was a lot of comments on like Facebook and like on Twitter and stuff like that. And I was like, do people actually come and watch these things? There was a real mix of people in the cinema, and I feel like I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know what we were going to watch, and I was a little bit excited because I didn't know what we were going to watch, and I didn't know what to expect. The film that we went to watch was called Sorry to Bother You. Now, I'm going to leave a link to the trailer of this film in the description box below, because I had noticed this sort of when we were looking at what films were coming out and things like that, and it's it comes out on the 7th of December if you are interested in going and watching it. I won't give any spoilers about the film as such. I will give a brief overview of it. I will read you the description online, and you can watch the trailer in the video. I might give some slightly more spoilers towards the end if you want to stick around for them, but I will give a pre-warning. So we sat down in the cinema, and there was no adverts. There was nothing like that. They say there isn't much pre-roll before the film, which there isn't. Then we watched about 3 trailers. Basically, the film just blew my mind. So the film we watched was called Sorry to Bother You, and this is the promo picture for the film. I didn't know what to expect. The first thing I will tell you is that I feel like it's maybe a little bit controversial. So I don't think that everybody's going to enjoy this film, and I do think it needs a little bit of a warning that there is some swearing in it. It's got a little bit of bad language, there's a little bit of nudity in it. But basically, the presence of the film that I'm going to read off the internet on when you Google it is, in an alternate reality of present-day Oakland, California, telemarketer Cassius Green finds himself in a macabre universe after he discovers a magical key that leads to material glory. As Green's career begins to take off, his friends and co-workers organise a protest against corporate oppression. Cassius soon falls under the spell of Steve Lift, a cocaine-snorting CEO who offers him a salary beyond his wildest dreams. So, basically, I would sum this film up as a guy goes to get a job with a telemarketing company. He gets the job, which this tells us, and he works his way up. He shares, you get to see him grow and progress, and it says his career begins to take off. He has to make some tough decisions, and you see his decisions impact on him. And this film is described as fantasy / science fiction. Now, the trailer doesn't lead you to believe any of that. And although it is in an alternate version of the present day, it's very much normal for the first hour and a half, and not much fantasy, not much sci-fi. There's definitely that alternate perspective of reality, and I definitely think it is really interesting. I think the storyline is definitely one that, I don't want to say dystopian, but like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it is one of those films, if you can stand a little bit of nudity, some really weird, crazy stuff, and you don't mind a little bit of swearing and somebody snorting cocaine once or twice, then definitely go. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say go to the cinema and watch this film, because I don't know if it quite cuts cinema viewing, or definitely it's an awkward one. This is not a film I would take my mum to go and watch now that I've seen it. Like, I probably would go with my husband anyway, but like, I don't know, it's just weird. I would give the film a 3 out of 5 because it was weird. I was a little bit confused, but I think it was hilarious. I laughed so much throughout the film. There were some really funny moments, and if you can look past a little bit of swearing, I mean, I don't mind swearing myself. It's, you know what I mean, it kind of fits with the film. Everything is done that fits really well. And it's got the weirdest twist at the end. Like, honestly, I can't even. And if you don't mind a little bit of nudity, I mean, you don't see anything like too graphic. I mean, there is a couple of people like having sex, but nothing too graphic about that. And there is some frontal nudity, both male and female. But again, it's not specifically focused on the nudity. It's just kind of part of the storyline, I suppose. But basically, I don't even know how to describe this film. I just kind of want to say go and watch it because it's just weird. But if you can deal with like lots of twists, lots of turns, lots of weird, like, I feel like it's a much more mature film than it lets on. Oh, so this got a review from 2 days ago, and it says, you may really like this movie, you may despise it. You, by the end of it, will very likely have no idea what you're supposed to feel. This movie traumatized my girlfriend and confused the hell out of me. That is a Google review. Somebody else put, by far the movie of the year to me. From someone who was once desperate enough to work in telemarketing. I felt it captured the whole environment brilliantly. Related films? Hotel Transylvania. I can definitely tell you it is nothing like Hotel Transylvania, and if you enjoyed Hotel Transylvania, or you were of the right age to watch Hotel Transylvania, which is probably 5 and under. I mean, I've watched it. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, just like, this has been a right mishmash, so I'm really sorry about the complete, utter choppiness of this vlog, because I know I've cut a lot of me out. But the film was really, really weird. I like the fact that we've been to see a film that we wouldn't pick to see. I did enjoy the film. If you've seen it, please don't judge my character based on the fact that I enjoyed this film. It's not a film that I would choose to watch again. My mum insisted that I rang her when we came out of the cinema and told her what film it was, because I've been talking about it so much in the lead up to it. Like, oh, we've booked these tickets, we've got no idea what this film is that we're going to watch, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I need to know what film we watch, because it's just interesting to know what it turns out to be. We were speculating, we'd looked at IMDb, we'd gone through all the films it could be, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I literally gave her the biggest spoiler. Like, honest to God, this was like, you watch 90% of the film and you're like, why is this science fiction? And then this last little bit, you're like, that's science fiction. That's science fiction. Like, this is just blowing my mind. I can't put into words how I feel about that film. And the trailer looks normal. And what we've realised is, so I googled Sorry to Bother You release date, and it comes up with the 20th of January 2018, which, if you know from the beginning of this film, it says they are guaranteed to be films that are not released But it says Universal Pictures and Focus Features have picked up international distribution rights for the film, premiering at the 2018 London Film Festival, followed by a UK release date for December the 7th. Sorry to Bother You was released on digital copy on October 9th, 2018, and Blu-ray DVD on October 23rd. It was premiered on the 20th of January at the Sundance Festival, and in July 6th, 2018, it came out in the United States. So it's technically already out, which I feel a little bit cheated by, because I thought it was going to be like some major big blockbuster film that I've not seen that's not out yet. So I feel a little bit cheated that it's already out. However, and on The Guardian, if we read The Guardian, it says, Sorry to Bother You is the most shocking anti-capitalist film ever. Would you run a workforce of slaves if the price was right? I'm going to leave it there. So, would I recommend you going to watch Sorry to Bother You? I'm going to say, unless you like really, really weird films and you want to have your mind absolutely blown, be kind of a little bit freaked out, and you don't mind swearing, full frontal nudity, and just a really... I would kind of put it under dystopian. I'm going to have to go out and say that. I would say watch it, take a chance on it. It's not a bad film. I think the storyline's good. I feel like it plays you and your mind. Like, at the start of the film, I was like, I would do that. I could see myself doing that. That is what I would do. I would join Worry Free, I think it's called. I've just had a mental block. I think it's called Worry Free or whatever. I would join this life where you can just not have any cares, basically. I would be that person that's like sat at home like, sign me up. And then as it progresses, it gets slightly weirder and you're like, life could be like that. But yeah, I am thoroughly questioning everything. I don't know how I feel. It is the weirdest film I've ever seen. And yeah. The next question is, would I go to another cinema screen unseen? And do you know what? I actually think I would. I feel like it was really exciting to watch a film that I didn't know what it was. I mean, on our date nights, if I've like spoken about them before, something like, for instance, this week I would pick the film and my husband would pick what we have for tea. The week after, my husband would pick the film and I would pick what we have for tea. That way you either know that you're getting to watch what you want to watch or you're getting to eat what you want to eat. And we take it in turns so that we both get to choose something. I feel like it's just like that. Like if my husband picked a film, or if I picked a film for my husband, like for us to watch, and my husband didn't know what it was. It was weird. Do you know, I actually think I would go again, and I'm going to keep looking, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on what's sort of coming out and do a little bit more research, because everyone in the comments was like guessing what it could be, and I don't feel like anybody really got it right. So, and I still don't know what the clues were. If anybody can make head or tail of those clues and went to the cinema screen unseen, or has any idea what those clues are supposed to mean, they made about as much sense as the movie did. But yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. I'm sorry that this has literally just been me chatting all the time, but unfortunately I can't take you in the cinema and film a film for you because that is illegal. And I don't want to spoil it. If you want a massive spoiler, do I give a massive spoiler? Just think about the fact that this is a little bit hoarse. And I shall catch you all in my next vlog, where I think I'm going to a gin lab. Well, like a bar with gin, with Ellie. And I have no idea. But I will catch you all in my next video, and I hope you have an interesting day. This will be my second to last vlog before Vlogmas. So I hope you have enjoyed. I would love to know if you have seen this film. I would love to know if you are going to see this film. And if you go to see this film, or you see this film at home, or whatever when it's out, come back, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought. We can have a little chat about it in the comments, because I'm still like My brain's still like, what the hell? I'm going to go to work tomorrow and I can guarantee that somebody's going to ask me what the film was like, and I'm going to be like, it was up, because it kind of was. And I don't necessarily like to swear in these videos, which is why I kind of whispered it, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. We were trying to explain it to the woman that worked at the Odeon, where we went, as we come out, you know, they've got like the bags and they kind of like go in and clean the screen and stuff like that after you've been in. And we were one of the last people out. We always wait till the very, 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 very last bit of the credits, because you never know if you're going to miss a bit. And we were trying to explain to her what it was like, and yeah, it was, we were like, it's one of those films that you have to watch to fully understand what I'm going on about in this cryptic, godforsaken 18 minutes it's took me to describe this, because I've cut this down quite a lot and you don't understand. Go and watch it, as long as you're okay with swearing, with the N word that I do not like, but I can make the exception once in a while if it's used in a way that has obviously been approved by people and is not derogatory, and you're quite okay with just being absolutely freaked out. But it is now, let's have a look what time it is. It is now 11:25, and I am going to bed. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on this crazy journey with me. I'm going to book another Odeon Cinema screen unseen, because why not? It was quite the experience. And I also saw that The Greatest Showman is coming back to some of the Odeon screens, and they might be doing a sing-along version. I mean, they definitely are doing a sing-along version. So I want to round up as many people as I can. I'm going to go to the Odeon. I'm going to sing my heart out to The Greatest Showman, and I'm going to enjoy my life in December, because that is the only way forward. Don't you think? Thanks for watching. I shall catch you all in my next one, and I hope you've had a brilliant day. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you've been to an Odeon Cinema screen unseen, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye!